Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lulua Tech Design, and I'm your boy Lulua Mark. We are back with the third part of our project. This is where we left this project. I hope you still remember everything we learned up to this stage because we did a lot. We did a lot of things. Now we are back with the third part, and in this third part, we are going to look at the roofing, how to place the roof, and we shall, I think, start the facading straight away after placing the roof. And not waste a lot of time, we can go ahead and start doing our business. So we're going to create the roof for this house. To create a roof, you come to your project browser. In the floor plans, you open the roof level. Just double click on the roof level. It should be able to show you this ground level, but grayed out. You cannot move anything here because it is below the level. For if you're not seeing this in the properties, you should come to this underlay. In this underlay, you should set this range, which is the top range to roof level and the base range to ground level, so that you should be able to see what is on the ground when you're in the roof level. So from here, we are going to go to architecture, then we come to roof. Let's look for roof. This roof is here. Click on it. We are going to use roof by footprint. And then I'll select this method of picking lines so that we can just pick the interior lines of the wall. But I'm going to create, I think we're going to create separate roofs because the house is a little bit big, so it's good if we can create separate roofs. Let's see, I think we can create one roof this side like this, then another roof, or we can divide the house into two. This one pours water this side, then the other one pours water this side, just like that. Okay, let's try that. So I will come after selecting the peak. I'll give it some offset. That offset will be used for the concrete gutter. So I'll just say, let's say 250. Then we shall pick the interior sides of the wall. Interior sides of the wall, just like that. Like this, like that. Then of course, like this. And then I'll need another one around here. This one here, we don't need this offset. The offset can be 0. I'll just pick this wall as it is. And then this one here, I think we don't also need offset here, though we need offset this side. Let's give it the same offset, 250 here, like that. Now we're going to trim. Come to the trim and extend this one to this. Then we're going to split this one around here. Then you come to trim this one to that. You trim this one to this. You trim this one. I think this one also needs, we need to cut it here so that we don't cause ourselves problems, just like that. Now that's easy. So this one will come to this, and then this one will join this one here. This one in the middle, we shall delete it off. It has no use here. And then I think that will be it. I think we don't need this offset around here. So I'll pick this line again. I'll put that line. I'll come to trim. I'll trim and extend it to that. I'll trim this and extend it to that. And then the one inside, I'll delete it off. So now you can edit this roof from this edit type. When I click on the edit type, we can duplicate it here the same way you have done walls, roof. You just give it a name, you come to edit, you assign it material. This thickness is too much, so my thickness is going to be 15 millimeters. Then the material here, let's go to the material here. We can assign a new material. We will rename it, we say roof. Then I'll ignore the graphics. I'll come to the appearance. I'll open the asset browser. Then I'll just search for roof. I'll search for roof. Then here in the roofing, we have all these. So you can select any you want. Any of these can work. So let me just select this, wave and that, just like that. And then of course we shall apply. We say okay, okay, apply, okay. Then here I can now tick this, and when you come to your 3D, you are going to see we have a roof that is looking like this. This is what we call hipped roof. However, this is not the kind of roof we want for our house, so we're going to edit and make it a lean-to roof so that it pours water in only one direction. So the slope has to be only in one direction. We shall select the roof and click on edit footprint. Then we go to the roof level. Now we shall click on this line and come to this define slope. You untick it or you uncheck it. You come to this one, you also uncheck it. You click on all of these ones, you uncheck them. And then I think here you also uncheck this. Let me see where else. I think also here we're going to uncheck that. Here we're going to uncheck that. And then we're going to give the slope degree. So I want it to slope at a degree of only 5. So I have to put 5 everywhere. You just select and you go to the number, change it to 5. And then where else do we need? Another one is here. Change that to 5. And then there, change that to 5. So like that. Yeah, that is it. Then when we click OK, when you come to the 3D, you should be able to see something like that. You'll see a roof that is sloping in only one direction. So that is the kind of roof we were looking for. Now we can do the same for the other side. Look for, we go to the roof level, and then you come to texture, still roof by footprint. We're still going to pick line, and our offset remains 250 for this side. I'll click there, and then the rest we don't need offset. We only need another offset here, like that. The rest we don't need offset. I'll bring it back to 0. I'll click there, and here, and then this line we shall pick this other line. So we go to our trim. We can trim this and connect it with this one. We connect this with this. We connect this with this. This one goes to that. And then this one comes to this. This connects with that. And then we can do the rest of the things. Here you click on that line, you check, you uncheck the slope, Click on this, you uncheck the slope. Click on this, you uncheck the slope. Click on that, you uncheck the slope. You click on this, you change the degree to 5. Click on that, you change the degree to 5. I think that should be it. That should be it. Then you click OK to finish up. When you come to a 3D, you should be able to see something like that. Now we have this roof that is pouring water this side. Then there's this roof that is pouring water on the other side. Now we need the concrete gutter to collect water here. So in the roof level, we can still do that. We come to architecture, we look for the floor, architectural floor. We can create a floor here. I'll also go to pick line. Then I'll pick the exterior lines of our walls. We shall do that all around the house. Let me see. There, there, there. See another one here, 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 all around. So now we can trim. We go to trim, and there, connect. You now connect all of them and join. Then first split here. Then I can connect this with that. Can connect this with this. I believe that is all. Let me just tick it and go to the 3D. You will see now we have placed a concrete gutter at the roof level. That means now the roof can be able to pour water here without any problems. The only thing we are left with is to create what we call parapet walls. Parapet walls are those walls that are used to hide the roof. It's usually not long like these normal walls, so we shall still do that in the roof level. And then you come to your architecture, you select the wall. So you're going to create walls. This one we're doing it at the roof level. Hope you still remember that. So I'll create a wall there, just like that. And then I'll create another wall here. Can create another wall here, just like that. Can continue like this. So it's supposed to be all around, because these walls are supposed to cover the roof. The roof is not supposed to be exposed. That's the kind of technology you use for lean-to roofs. But for hipped roof, I think it depends. Some people do create parapet walls, but in some scenarios you can also use it without. For it needs those facer board, the soffit. So I guess I don't know if we had created here. I guess we're done here. Yeah, we're done. So now when you come to the 3D, you'll be able to see this wall covering the whole roof. But of course, their height is too much. So we're going to control that. So we shall make these ones shorter. This side, you can just control it from here. I can say this will be around, let's say 600. I think that is enough. 600. And then this side will be 600. Just like that. then I guess I can just now match properties. So you can select any of the walls, or you can come to manage, then you look for match properties. Where is it? It's in modify. You come to modify, then you get this match properties. You can select one of the walls that you have worked on. You can now click on the rest, just like that. Just now click, 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 and for this other part, I want to do something different. For this side, I guess for now let me just make it, because if you were to bring it 600, I'm sure this wall needs to be more than 600. So let me try 1000 and see if it can still cover the roof. Yeah, if 1000 can cover the roof, then we shall make this other wall 1000. So we shall come to match properties. We select this wall that is at 1000. We reduce these ones to 1000, even that to 1000. So let me see what we can do here. So this side seems to be high, but for now let's handle this side. Now we have properly covered the roof. The roof is not exposed anymore. When you come to the roof level, you realize we have these lines. So these lines are supposed to, these ones are supposed to have also parapet walls. But the way we have created our roof, you can actually have it like this. You will not be in any sort of problem or trouble, because if you do that, it's okay. Now I guess from this point we can even start our facading, much as creating this kind of roof can be termed as a facade, because this is a modern way of creating roofs. So if you look at our initial plan, from the image here, we wanted to create this kind of casing for the doors and the windows, so that we can have those classical finishes for this house. So let's try and achieve that. I'll start with let me see this door. Okay, let me start with the door. We shall start with this door. So what we are going to do, I think I should start with this window this side. Let me just start with this window. So we're going to create this casing, this one here, for the window. And if you look at that, you realize it has a curtain wall. So we shall select this wall. We come to this temporary height. Then we shall isolate it. So now from here, we are going to split. You come to split, you split it here. Where this window ends, you can split it here. You can also split it here, just like that. And then of course you also split it from here. And then you split it from here. Okay. I believe we have done it well. Let me see. Yes. Yes. Okay. Now I can just change this to curtain wall. You select this. You come here. Then you look for curtain wall. It will give you. However, let me go back. You realize this part has not been divided up here. It has not been divided up here. Let me first delete that and see. Okay, we didn't separate that. So now we need to separate this as well, because this window needs to be on its own. The window has to be on its own. Now I'll split it again. Let me see here. I split that. Okay, and then if I split let me see here. Okay, let me see what we have. Let me try and change that to curtain wall. Okay, okay, now it has accepted our curtain wall. Now that one there will be sorted as a window. So when you just click on this and the reset temporary, it will come here, but the window will go. So let's try and go to our ground floor. I'll close the roof. Let me try and create similar here and see if it will stand. So it has accepted. Let me go to 3D and see. Now we have that. We now have the curtain wall and also the window plus curtain wall up here. Now like this we can be able to achieve this design, all the way up. Now let me see how we should start. We shall start, I think, with this part here which is up, because it is the same as down. We shall try and create something like that, but of course we shall always create what we can and in our own way. Now to start with that, you just go to architecture, you come to components, you say model in place, you look for generic models, click OK. You can rename it window casing, anything you want, but I want mine to be window casing, and this time we're going to use sweep. So I'll click on sweep, then you come to this pick path, then you pick this path, then you click OK. From here, then you say edit profile, you click on this front part, then you click on this angle here, so that it gives you that sharp angle for drawing, like that. So it is this surface where we're going to draw that design we want to achieve. So now I can first of all use this just to draw it like that. I'll draw something like that. Okay, then you can do your measurements. Let's say want our casing to be 200 millimeters thick. Then this side should also be maybe 250. Then let me offset this. Let me offset at 100, like this. So now let me see what these people have. Yeah, it's that. We're going to have a lot of let's first use this. First use that. You can draw something like this. That is 60. Then you curve it a bit. I think we should use the other one. This last option here, this one here. You can draw something like this. No, not that one. Let me use this again, I guess. Okay, let me try that. Then something like this. Then you can create that. Wait, you come to this. So this one is purely art. It's not about so let me first try and create that. Let me see. Okay, let me try this. And then something there. And then I'll just link with the trim. I'll trim this and link it there. And then I can come to this, I guess. I'll pick this and this. I'll curve it a bit. Let me try again. This, curve. And then this, curve. Something like that. I'm sure this is not exactly what we have in that picture, but it can serve the purpose. This is the kind of knowledge we want to get. So now we have drawn a shape like this. You can try and make this shape as neat as possible. So when we come to the material here, we can select material. I believe we already have materials. Let's say white color. I don't know if we already created a white color. Let me see, we don't have any white color. So now let's create a new material. I'm going to name it white color. Then in the appearance, I'll make sure it is white. I'll select asset browser. I'll look for paint. We have the same procedure for wall paint for creating materials. So creating material for wall, add a wall, the roof, the slab, all these have the same procedures. So you just click OK, you click OK, you click finish. And then when we come, when you turn this, you should be able to see that. Where did we draw it? Yeah, it is here. It is not appearing well because the color. I guess we shall select a different color so that we can see it well. But it is already here. It is here. Now I don't want it to go all the way. So if I click here, then I say edit in place. I'll click on it. I'll say edit strip. Let me see. So now I'll say pick path. From pick path, I can split this one. I want to, okay, now from pick path, let me see. I should be able to split this. Should be able to split that. It is refusing. It is refusing. But I guess the surface that I picked is not for the curtain wall. It's supposed to be for this area only. That's why it is showing all the way that side. So let me see how we can bring this one this side. If we can drag it, it has accepted dragging. Yeah, it has accepted dragging. Anyways, so now we have it here. See that? So if you turn it like this, you should be able to see something here. You see that? See that? So yeah, that is the first thing we want to achieve. So now I can simply, I think I need to just edit it in place. Click, because I over dragged it. I feel I over dragged it, so I'll edit strip. I'll pick path, click on it. I'll drag it a little bit outside here. Like that. I'll drag this one a little bit outside here. Just like that. So now I can click OK and OK and finish it up. Now the next thing we're going to do is to draw this part that is on the side. It has, I'm seeing it has two, it also has two designs. So we shall start with I think sweep as well. Let me go to architecture, components, model in place. We come to generic models. Okay, okay. Then sweep again. Pick path. Let's pick this path. Then we click OK. Then edit profile, front. Then you take that. It gives you this. So now for this one here, you realize it is not giving us the angle. That's why you can't draw it. So you keep looking for the angle that can allow you to draw. Still can't draw from here. We still can't draw from here. We still can't draw from here. We can't draw from here. That means this thing cannot be drawn from this side. So we shall go back and okay, finish. So let's go back to the 3D and see. I think to achieve that, I am going to pick let me see. Now we don't have any. I think I can just pick I'll start with the extrusion. I'll pick this wall here. Oh, I can pick this part down here. So let's try that. Components, model in place. You realize picking a plane is very, very important in this thing. If you can't get the right plane, you go to sweep. It will be very hard for you to do your design. It will be really, really hard for you to do your design. So what I want to achieve here, I think can best be, let me see. This can be achieved with the extrusion I'm seeing. The extrusion mixed with the sweep. And sometimes those are families. So, but we still want to learn how someone can do that. I'm going to close this and use extrusion and achieve that longer part first, then we shall finish the sweep. So components, model in place, generic model. Instead of sweep, we shall select extrusion. We come to this set, we pick a plane, and the plane is going to be this wall. Then from here I can use this. I'll draw something from here all the way to the downer part here, just around here, like that. Yep, I'll draw something like that. And then what I need to do, I'm going to create some profiles here. Now I'm going to first of all come to the offset. Let me offset here. I'm seeing 100, that is okay. Then here 100, that is okay. So here let me offset a little bit small. Let's say 20, 20, or even 10, 10. So I'll just do 10, 10, 10, 10 all the way, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, that. So we're going to do a lot of cutting here, and this one can take a lot of time. So from here you come to the split. So I can now start splitting. think I can split this, this. You leave one gap, you split, you leave one gap, you split, you leave one gap, you split. Just like that. Then up here, let's go all the way up. Up here, split, split. Just like that, like that, like that. Like this, like that. Like this, like that. Did I do it well? I remember I started splitting from here. Anyways, okay, let's first do this. I guess I messed up in the splitting. For this top part, they're supposed to be uniform. Let me see. Yeah, I splitted here. Let me first finish this. You come to your trim this to this, this to this, this to this, just like that. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do that, like this, like this, like this, all the way. It's a lot of work when you're doing this, so you need to be patient. I think we are going to offset another one here at 100. Then I'll trim this to this, just like that, and then I'll link up this one to that, and then I'll delete this small one here. So now if we go up here, I should be able to start splitting from here, like that, like that. I hope I'm not over skipping, because if you skip more than one, it will mess up your design. Okay, that one's supposed to be there. So let me do this, that, this to this, just like that. So many lines. You can create this as a family, as I told you. Then you just bring it and load it into project and place it where you want it to work. So that's how sometimes you can do it, but of course this one needs some bit of time. So now let me link up this with this. Now if we're to give it a material, let's give the white color as well. It is already selected. You just click OK. Then when we finish up, the thickness is 250. When we finish it up, you're going to see something like that. You see that? So when I turn it like this, you're going to see something like this. Something like that. Now with this, we can create this part. Actually, now this one you can simply just drag it up, because with the extrusion you can simply drag it up like that, and drag this up down here like that. Then this one here, now we'll have to come to this side. When I come to edit in place, I click on it, edit shape, then pick path. I pick this path. Let me align it. I see if it can align with this side. It can't, so my only option is to drag it again. Drag it like there, and see what we have, like that. So edit shape, pick path, so like this, like that, something like this. Okay, now we have created this side, and it's looking good, it's looking good. But this thickness is supposed to, this one here, you can also play around with it, with the thickness. You can just drag it from here and take it there and make sure it matches with that, like this, like that. You see how we're coming up with this? So that is how you play around with the classical finishes in Revit. Now we're left with this side. We're left with this side. We can decide to just let me do this. Let's try and copy, right? Let's try and copy and see what we can achieve. If I bring it here, it has created for us a copy. So now all we need to do is simply extend this, edit in place, click on it, edit shape, say pick path, then you simply drag there, like that, like that. So that's what we have around the window and the curtain wall. This curtain wall, I'm going to change something on them a little bit so that they give the vibe of a window as well. I'll click on it. I'll come to this isolate. I'll isolate it. Then I'll come to architecture. I go to grid. Then I can split it equally here. I go to architecture again. I come to mullion. I say all grid lines. I click on it. It will give us that mullion. Then you can just come back and reset, and it gives you something like that, that almost looks like the window. You can do the same for this. You isolate it like that, then you come to architecture, curtain grid, split, architecture, mullion, all grid lines, click on it, you come to this, reset, then there we are. Can escape, escape, and escape. Now we have created something like this. You see that? See this? So now what I want us to do, let me see if we can have a way of getting this one up by just simply, no, does not work. I wanted us to simply mirror it. You see how nice this one is looking, this casing is looking like this. You can be able to see it clearly. I don't know if it is because of the colors. I can't, from here I can't really see it clearly the way I want to see it. This one is still much longer. Edit, click, edit shape, pick path. It has to be just here, like that. Still longer, pick path there. Okay, okay. So at least like that. You can actually do this. You edit, then you say, click on it, you say edit shape, come to pick path, you say pick 3D edges. You can pick this edge, can pick this edge and this one, and then you can link it up. The problem with this, it cannot accept two loops. That means we need to create another 3D edge around here, then we can connect them like this. It's not connecting them, they are refusing to connect, 3D edges. Now this loop cannot work. Revit will complain it cannot work. So these ones we shall delete them, and this cannot work as well. So the only way now we have is to redraw another one. We have to redraw the down part, which I believe is really tedious work to do. Now this one here has copied, it has copied it. Let me see here. I'm using my arrow keys on the keyboard just to drag it around or to push it, just like that. I'm trying to use a rough way of doing this. Of course, sometimes to avoid the double work, you just have to now find ways of doing things. So let me see what we can achieve other than simply creating a new one. Because creating a new one, you need to now really take keen note of this measurements, especially here. When you come to this and you click on that, come to edit profile, you come to this, you should be able to take note of all these measurements if you want to achieve exactly the same design like this. So I remember there was 100 somewhere, we had 200, from here to here was 200, and then we created 100 here, then we created this is 1 2 3 3 slopes. So let's try and achieve that for the downer part. So I'll do it regardless. I'll do it. So that is how tedious it is, by the way. So if you are not strong-hearted, you will not want to do some of these designs. But for you to create a nice design, you need to persist. So components, model in place, generic models, and we are still doing sweep. We pick path. We are doing this path, okay. And then edit profile. It is the front part, and when we select that angle, it will be able to give us that angle. So now here, I remember we had this part was 250, yeah. Then this side was 200, yup. Then we had an offset of 100, like that. And then of course we started drawing our design. From here, I guess that was around 60, like this, like this, like this, like that. And then we used this to connect this, you give it this and that. It is this one, this, this and this, you give it that bend, then this and that, you give it a bend, then this and that, give it that bend. So the excess parts, you delete them. Now there's this one here, this and that. I'm sure it's not exactly what we did. This one goes there, then this one comes here. We delete this off. This middle part we delete. We are supposed to link it with this like that. So when we give it the material is already selected here. When you do that, I think there's a part that is not linked. Let me see which parts are not linked. When a part is not linked, this and this are not linking. Now they have accepted. Okay. So when you come to your 3D, you'll see something like this down here. You see that? Now let's try and make it bigger. Edit in place. This, edit shape, pick path. Then here we're going to drag it all the way here. Then this one you drag it all the way here. Then okay. Now like that. So that's what we have. Now if you bring it like this, you can see we have created a very good casing for our window. Just the window. So I believe that is really a lot to take in, and it may be really so complex if we do this more and more. But for now we shall practice this, and I'll leave you with this one for now. Please, if you picked something here, make sure you subscribe, and of course I will see you in the next part of this project. Thank you.